today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, guys, this is a huge trap for everyone in Bitcoin right now. This is a big warning. Dear ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this video, please hold your horses. Watch it until the very end, because the warning I am putting out today for every Bitcoin holder is certainly one you have to listen to. Thank you so much for watching. Please smash the like button here down below. Press the like if you have a second out of your day. I would truly appreciate it. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. Now let's talk about my trades I am having open on Bitcoin right now. It's approximately, I was sharing it over on Twitter if you're not following me yet, 1.35 million US dollars in a profit, the Bitcoin and Ethereum trade. Of course, people are asking, this is a trap. Should you close it? Should I close it? What is the next move for Bitcoin? Let's talk about that. Let me quickly go back to the face mode. Actually, let me switch back. Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for always, as always, for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Because of your support, we are the most watched Bitcoin only channel in the world on YouTube. And that is due to you, not to me. Thank you so much. And now let's go back. So here we are starting on the 4-hourly. And actually, before I go into it and before I tell you what I think is going to happen in the immediate short term for Bitcoin, let me go here and let me actually show you. Is this the correct chart? Yes, this is the correct chart. I want to go back to the monthly candles before I go into the immediate short term and show you actually a quick overview, so you just know where we are in the grand scheme of things, because I didn't talk about that for a long time. The vertical lines here, the yellow vertical lines, are the halvings for Bitcoin. The first halving, the second halving, the third halving, and here is the fourth halving. So now you might ask yourself, what does this mean for Bitcoin? Well, if we are looking at the monthly candles for Bitcoin, you have the support line and the resistance line. 12-year support, 12-year resistance. And actually, by now, I think it's already 13, 14 years almost. And every single candlestick represents 1 month. You can see that even though Bitcoin is not every single time repeating history, it's a very good indicator for what is going to happen to the future, because history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And here you can see every single time we have downward sloping resistance, which eventually gets broken, and we are breaking through the first halving to the bull market. Then we have again downward sloping resistance. We are breaking it through the second halving towards the new bull market, hitting the resistance. Then again, downward sloping resistance, breaking it towards the next bull market throughout the third halving. Resistance hit again, and then breaking towards the downside. Now the question is, what should happen in accordance to that to Bitcoin? Well, once again, downward sloping resistance. We hit the support. We already broke it. This was, by the way, the moment I was opening my multi-million US dollar trade, the biggest trade on YouTube on Bitcoin. And now the question is, what is happening? Well, in accordance to history, what should happen is we should have not a slight sideways upwards movement towards the halving in April 2020. This is very important to understand. We can't expect 100,000 in that year. This year. It's very, very unlikely. Slight sideways downwards movement. That doesn't exclude downwards corrections as well. And now, with that being said, let's go back into the chart I was showing you just earlier, and that is the wrong chart. Let me actually quickly find it. It should be this one here. Perfect. And now we are going to the 4-hourly candles, and I want to talk about what is happening in the immediate short term now that we understand the longer term. We are here on the 4-hourly, right? And as you remember, very importantly, let me quickly go one last time here to the daily. We broke out of the cup and handle pattern. We are right now, in fact, at the strongest resistance in the history of Bitcoin, which was before the strongest support in the history of Bitcoin. Now zooming in, you see we are going from the higher timeframes to the lower timeframes, because I want you to understand the current situation and how to perfectly handle that. You just saw this big wick towards the upside. You don't want to be caught up in wrong long positions. You want to make sure that you have confirmation before going into these crazy trades. Right now, we can see here on Bitcoin something like a flag unfolding. And there are different ways to point it out. You could call it a horizontal support. You could call it an upwards tilted support. It doesn't really matter, because in the end of the day, we do not want to short this. We do not want to long this here on the shorter time frame. We do want to wait for the higher time frame to break, which is 32,000. However, let's just call it an I don't know, ascending bordering wedge, right? It could be a horizontal bull flag. It could be an upwards tilted bull flag. It doesn't really matter. The matter of fact is, on the short term, we are close to support. And I do want to tell you, this is a trap for everyone who wants to open a long position, for everyone who wants to open a short position right now. It's a non-trading zone. I am myself not touching my trade right now. If we are breaking this line here, if we are breaking it with like significant volume support, something like 29,500, 29,800, this is what I would call support right now. If we are breaking it towards the downside, yes, maybe this upwards move will come to a slight halt. That doesn't mean that I'm going to do anything to my long-term trade. The most important level to look at is, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, trading-wise, 32,000 US dollars. If we are breaking 32,000 US dollars towards the upside, dear ladies and gentlemen, that is the moment I am looking out for 44, 45,000. And that is where the title comes into place, because I do believe that every single major Bitcoin move towards the upside has a trap before. Every single one. Usually people are getting suckered in long positions when Bitcoin is actually going for a last wick towards the downside. They are going to be suckered into short positions when Bitcoin is actually going to break towards the upside. That is why the best way to avoid being trapped in that Bitcoin trap, which we see every few months repeating, is stay on the sidelines and wait for the break I was telling you before to be confirmed. That is what I'm personally doing before I am ever going to touch this crazy trade and before I'm going to scale it up as well. Dear ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be trading as well, you can already go down. In the pinned comment in the video description, you click register deposit. It takes, I actually checked it, like 15 to 25 seconds out of your day. Click register deposit and you can claim a 1,000 US dollar free bonus with a $100 deposit only in the link down below. And you can get ready for this. Actually, not a deposit bonus. The deposit bonus is up to 30,000 US dollars. It's a 1,000 US dollar free long position, which you can, of course, you are not even putting in your own money. Put on Bitcoin, and that is a beautiful thing as well. However, you need to be an experienced trader. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to see each other very soon at the next one of Mmcrypto. And as always, guys, bye.